Going live. In the beginning, before time, before the first mortal being existed to breathe, there was nothing. To be specific, no matter. All reality was contained within an open void. Filled with sparse, ephemeral bodies, this space devoid of life and death can be called the divine realm. What beings existed here were simple creatures. I would like to call them conceptual beings. As their entire character could be defined by one of our very simple words. They encapsulated the entirety of understanding of that word, every meaning in the definition, even those of abstract meanings. In this space, devoid of time, these conceptual beings had several events occurred. Anomalies in behavior that caused one concept brushing up against another, make a more complex conceptual being. This is the origin of those perfect creatures that most human societies would define as gods. Yes, children, you heard me. God. Gods. These books, written by human and even in human hands, were incapable of perceiving reality beyond their own. Faiths may have thousands of gods, or even just one true god. But these are all wrong. While there is a consideration for differences in power, there can be as many gods in a plane of reality as there are maggots that infest the world's rotten food supply, and can be produced just as easily. Where was I? Oh, yes. The origin of all things. The divine realm, being a dull place of simplicity, had pushed many adventurous ideas outside the walls of their existence. The first of the mortal known gods had indeed made their own realms, and these were hungry places that were twisted reflections of the divine realm. A boundless void heated only by countless celestial motes. These are creatures one would call the eldest, or the outer gods. They are as the oldest of all gods, the least comprehensible and most simple. What their creation's whimsy had done was set a path for more cautious gods. Empty voids needed exploration, and eventually were grounds for other creations, such as planetary bodies. Take, for example, my home world, Arcadrill. It was entirely the creation of new, or rather complex gods, and all they could think of when seeing a celestial mote was to breathe more life into it, and envelop its core into four classical elemental forces. First tries never being the charm, caused what life they tried to create to suffer and die from the natural disasters that took place on a daily basis. But conceptual beings, uh, aside from being perfect immortals, are creatures that grow spontaneously from being fed concepts. They create a creative race and develop a rapport, and faith imagines them power and wisdom. The second forming of Arcadrill was more successful, as one would read in astronomy books from a low-Eve planet. The world was held in balance by the creation of two celestial bodies, a star to warm the sphere, and a moon to control the wind, tide, and give solace from heat of a divinely conjured star. A world with magic well saturated to the very soil. Those that first came gave much to the gods, but in some misplaced prides, they made gods their own leaders and... Krosmanar, are you listening?
I am.
You, of course, are in the library. You're attending a lecture, would be the proper word for it, by your master, father, what have you.
Oh yes, the Juden.
No, he's not.
Nonetheless,
Yes. Who would be attending this this
William
meeting?
definitely. William would definitely be attending.
And Lucian.
Probably sitting very far away from Lucian.
No, wait, I know where he is.
Um,
There you go. He's sitting in his bed. Anyone else from the gardener, the liar, or Isabel or Isaac?
I'm currently not here because I don't know how to place my token.
Sharing the wrong thing.
I'm sorry, my headset keeps cutting in and out. I didn't catch what the question was.
Is your character attending the small lecture of Mirrorball?
I suppose so.
This
How do you get
is
How do you get the tokens with the silver around them?
that is something I made. So you're just gonna be represented by the icon you gave us. Since we were low on time for your character.
Yep.
And for the audience, hello. This is the All Mage campaign that we've just started over the course of a month. Built it up slowly. Welcome. We are of the Cabal.
Cabal prevails.
Cabal prevails.
You know, since Lucian's there, I wouldn't be there, probably.
All right, so that leaves. Yeah,
or if I was, I'd be very far away or hidden.
He's waving at you.
Oh, I didn't make a token for Calronis either. Oh, well, shit. That's something to do for next session.
Where's the garden? I can't place myself in the garden.
Well, you can't place yourself in the garden because we're in the library right now.
Oh, fine. I guess I'm reading a book then.
All right, so Mirrorball directs more of his scorn to possibly the inattentive Grovenar. Well, this was part of the question you asked me, was it not? Of the obtaining of immortality. You cannot just start a book at the middle.
indeed. But what will be needed for immortality? That's the question.
Well, of course, you do know there are many types of immortality. Some people conceptualize it as the inability to die from natural means. Others mean it's the ability to live a life outside the heat death of all known universes.
My character moves a little bit and says, those are incomplete immortalities. What I'm seeking is eternal life, eternal youth, and eternal power.
Brother,
Well,
such things are only for the gods. We might achieve what we call eternity, but to them that's just a blink of an eye.
truly, Lucian
As long as
has,
it gets...
truly, Lucian has learned his theocracy well. After all, the gods are perfect beings that have existed before the concept of time. As I've said...
As long as...
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. As long as it helps me get rid of my current condition, it will be as perfect as it can be for me. You would know what condition I'm talking about.
Well, yes, you're half vampire, so...
Yes.
Well, your current condition is what one would consider a step towards immortality itself. But to cure your condition would render you more mortal than most. It is a trade-off. Some consider that there's no ways to become immortal without losing their humanity in the process.
My character says, if it ain't human, it ain't right. Right now, I ain't right.
Truly human is the most superior creature to have walked upon the very existence of the planes, crafted in what some would say is the image of the gods themselves, though that not be completely correct. For gods being conceptual beings might have been crafted in the image that we saw in them. Now, William, you look a little confused. What questions ponder your mind?
You see, I have found it difficult to properly represent this entire conversation. Yeah, I quite simply don't have experience in the matter. Don't get me wrong. I love theology, but many things rushed across my mind as I was listening to it. For example, are there not gods that are considered dead already? How would
Well,
gods
that
even
may be
exist
true.
without time if they are dead?
The answer to your question is that there are concepts that can be considered dead before they even were born at all. The concept of death does not pre-exist, or the concept of time does not pre-exist death. Death is a concept itself, so therefore there must be a representation. One of those divine beings, a god of course, may be born dead, much like poor Grovenar's flesh there.
However, I would argue that death is a concept that would only really truly exist in something that would imply something temporal. I fail to grasp how a time without time would ever have a concept such as death, really. But I think I need to study more on this.
Yes, truly. For your question is proper, but there are such such more easily asked questions that are quite as confounding. How can a universe that does not exist have a conception of space? How can a place without warmth exist the concept of heat or fire? But these things have existed. What this might actually mean is that these concepts were introduced into what was a formless world, represented by the exploration of the gods. We are creations in most ways, shapes, and forms to them. But this may be entirely an accidental coincidence, unlike most religions believing that we are created by active participation.
William nods. I do believe I want to add upon our library on these subjects.
Oh, I am in the process of collecting as we speak.
Father, are we not the reflection of gods? He says as he expands his wings. Are we not the neck of them? Was their will not poured into our very flesh and very being?
One can define this in such ways, Child Lucian. Now, Isaac, you've been rather quiet and attentive.
Yes, I have a question regarding what this immortality you speak of. Do you believe that immortality is a single destination?
Behind the smooth face, metallic visage that Mirabal covers his face with, you can probably assume that he's smiling. Ah, yes, immortality. There are many paths to it and many different ends. What is most what is most posthumously assigned to humanity, of course, is the concept of godhood. Some people are worshipped as gods and, past their death, become gods themselves. And these gods may or may not be maintaining the will of these humans themselves. That is what. But most do not consider that immortality, as they do not exist in their present personalities on the planes. Some people consider being bitten into the neck and passed upon death and into an eternal unlife immortality.
My character will have something to say about the own life. He said that about the own life is not true life. It's not right. It goes against nature.
Okay, and apologies to everyone that was watching YouTube, I just fixed the problem. There we go. I'll always have to have a problem in the first session. Never forget the rule.
My character would have a question as well. Another question.
Ask away.
Father, do you think it is possible to obtain multiple immortalities?
Now that is a question that many have been trying to answer. Well, a handful, rather, of people that research immortality with the fullest extent of their being. Though some consider that research not attainable in one lifetime, so they seek the quickest route to their immortality so they may research it further. Some find themselves trapped within whatever endpoint they reached and find themselves reaching a point beyond return. For example, one considers that their own personality being that of their life worth keeping, considering that their long past youth is not something worth maintaining in perpetuity. So they embed themselves into an item, a crown, for example. And to make sure that only the strongest pass it down, they create a kingdom that inherits the crown to the strongest person or the most fit to rule, so that they have maintained their personality but have the strongest of forms, the best magic, and so on. But when you do such a thing, you lock yourself out of other alternatives, such as those that achieve immortality via lichdom, where they forsake more of the softer aspects of humanity to become unliving beasts of naught but intelligence and wisdom.
My character will. I would like to ask if I can do a knowledge arcana roll to see if he understands what you are talking about.
Go ahead.
Oh shit! Here's the first one.
Yes,
My internet is shit.
When you get the nat 20. Yes, you can get the understanding of what he's talking about. He's talking about, mainly the different forms of immortality as asked by the question. God, how to expand upon this for knowledge arcana. But mainly that there's some ways to become immortal that necessarily lock you out of other ways of becoming immortal, like say bonding your object to, or bonding your mind and soul to an object at the expense of your body will permanently unbound yourself to a body in such a way that you can't become a lich, because a lich is someone that puts their soul in an object so that their body and mind can live on eternal.
My
Lucian,
character is disgusted by the thought of being a goddamn dead. And he moves away.
Lucian will approach Isaac and place a hand on his shoulder. Brother, you have to understand. Everything has a price. Nothing comes cheaply or freely, especially not immortality.
The immortality I seek is mundane. I am willing to at least learn the price.
He will nod his head.
And a true enough jester, I am sure. Fia, you have been immersed behind those books. Are you listening to the lecture, or have you been looking up gardening methods?
Well, it's certainly an interesting conversation. However, our theories of the eternal are as valuable as are those that a chick which has not broken its way through its shell might form of the outside world. And by gods, we are in a shell.
True, but a shell of boundless knowledge. We're not within a completely enclosed space. There are, of course, ways for us to attain that which is in the outside world while maintaining our own sort of sanctuary.
However, what is knowledge without experience? Knowledge means nothing. Wisdom does.
Knowledge is knowledge, and when obtained, can lead to many outcomes some might consider unwise, but others might consider a utopia of sorts.
Absolutely preposterous. There is a reason why the mighty oak makes a shell for its young, you know.
But
True, the
are we
tree
still
does not-
young?
Your youth is far passing, of course, but this is why some might be asking about immortality by this point. You wish to complete your learning past even the point where you might expire. To experience all that life has and all that life can ever be. And Valek, how did the books treat you this fine day?
Oh, they're kind of a little bit boring, but you know.
Well, the books don't play games of cards with you, do they? Though they
No.
can be easily cheated.
Valak just kind of grins at the mention of cheating.
Alright, and Mirbal thumps the cover's grimoire. Now, where has Ezobel gone to?
Over here. I just come out from where I was pretty much hiding.
Dearest sister, I have not seen you.
Goes back to hiding. Without
You're
saying a
shy.
word, just
Now, the tower is not so boundless that you can hide away like that. Come forth and see your fellows, your brothers and sisters, Isabel.
Hopefully one of them stops trying to kill me, so I can actually do that.
He waves at you.
I rolled initiative already.
No, you failed at initiative already.
You're also not one on initiative. I think we know who will be the tech priest this time.
He rolled initiative and failed on something that he cannot actually fail.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, in this grand library of books, of dozens of floating bookshelves and grounded bookshelves, like it's well demonstrated on the map. Uh, there is a bunch of other magical oddities in the room, like orbs, suits of armor, weapons of sorts. Even a body would be the best descriptor of a dragon suspended in the room's center. Its limbs are of a differing variety of colored scales. To your knowledge, this was a creation of mirror balls, an unnatural dragon.
Ah, yes, creating life. What wonderful.
He paces back to the great shrouded human statue in the upper parts of the room. He thumps the cover of his grimoire once more. Children, of course, as you well know, there are chores that are in need of you doing from time to time. I did not simply call all of you here to hear me expound and answer queries about lectures for you that you've seek in your private time. After all, I can show you a myriad of powers and arcane whimsy that I have at my disposal. He says, showcasing, he flourishes one hand, and in the palm of his hand, a hilt of a sword appears, and with a flick of his wrist, a blade extends out from the guard, shining silver and glowing with a warm light. Voila. The most simple of spells that I can create from a lifetime of experience. An item so legendary that many men would consider it a valorous quest just to obtain such a simple longsword. He says as he ponders over what seems to be a powerfully enchanted mithril blade. And then he tosses it aside, skidding on the tiles below. Something meaningless after a lifetime of study, and you are all yet novices in your fields of magic. These chores are something that you must do to learn the experience that Fia so seeks. I do believe I've heard awful rancor in the what is it, the storeroom. I do believe our little sanctuary here was breached some time ago by the works of a novice, and this seems to be the task that you can achieve. It is a normal matter, of course, for storerooms to be infected with rats, so you must go upon the cheapest of adventuring duties, slaying vermin.
Just point me where I need to shoot.
Yes,
My
as I
character
said.
is looking at the sword with the one word clearly written on his forehead: ammo.
No, he's salivating. He's salivating over the sword.
As I said, your very existence is to learn, is it not? Therefore, do go into the storeroom and clear out some rats for your dear father.
Typical Juden. But will at least you pay us. Just to give us an incentive.
Oh, why so mercenary, Grosvenor? But yes, I will repay you, with, of course, the same monetary exchange rates. I can't just make every item of absolute power for you guys to wield at your disposal. You have to experience a lacking, an emptiness for such items. You must experience what it is like to live without, to understand what it is to obtain such a thing.
Yes, for my payment to be vials. Glass vials.
Brother,
The outsider kind?
No, yes. Indeed.
I shall have such waiting for you on your return.
Thank you, Father.
something given has no value. We must earn it. Come now, let us as a family destroy this infestation, for it also threatens us. This is our home, and something, no matter what it is, has come uninvited.
Of course.
Father, would you say that I am ready to perhaps peruse the other planes for books and knowledge for this place?
I do not know if this plane is one you'd want to traverse, William. With your tendencies of spending your time in the library, you're not quite accommodated to such filth. I think you would first check out what the denizens of such place might think of your presence before considering obtaining knowledge from their realm.
They need not to think of my presence, just a little bag of gold that I will grant them for their knowledge. But I do understand what you mean, of course.
Is there any other objections or desire for specific recompense for your task?
Oh, please. Knowledge is reward enough.
Hey man, you've
We'll
been
talk
giving me
later.
free room and board for almost 100 years, so I can do a few chores. I can kill some rats for you.
Very well. Do be careful. I will not be teleporting you this time. I believe walking is good for the legs, yes?
Alright.
Of course.
Oh yes, you have no requests, Calroins?
Well, if you do excuse
I
me,
just
Father.
said we'll talk later.
If you excuse me, Father, I do believe I'll be taking Stalwart with me.
And Stalwart would be?
The purebred horse I have. Walking is for the peasant, I'll have you know.
You take a horse into the library?
More importantly, have you ever tried to ride a horse near stairs? Their legs are not designed to be able. Any bovine has.
No, it's outside, presumably. Why would we keep a horse in the library?
I don't know, it's a group of fucking mages who were kidnapped from childhood. They don't know how to do
See-
things properly.
We could have it so that you've been paying me to teleport around with you.
Paying you?
We got another you.
We're living in a commune here. Want me to pay you?
Hey,
Oh, Christ.
Quite literally the Mirrorball Autonomous Zone.
Wait,
More
wait. Except Mirball has a has a farm that works.
More importantly, aren't the rats in the cellar or something like that?
Yes.
Yes,
A horse cannot
they're in a
travel.
cellar.
You're going to have to walk, unfortunately.
I'm going to take breath while my war trained horse. If you allow me, I will do a right check to do it.
Fine. I'm gonna walk.
I refuse to walk. I have a horse for that.
He can go down.
Alright, where are we now?
My character could have teleported there every step of the way on principle.
But Lucen
Just so I
would
didn't have
have
to walk.
asked you not to do it. This is a challenge.
As we leave the room, because I'll probably be the last one to leave. Just sneakily, I just take the sword he threw to his side. Just pick it up.
Stealth.
Go in. Stealth. Oh no, I'm making it. I'm not being sneaky about it. I'm sneakily for the rest, but for him, no. Just a. Since
Do a
he threw
sneak
away.
test.
Alright, so I'll roll stealth. Alright.
Let me see if I can get a token for horses. Because I have horses in another game, but I did not port them over.
Well, I even have stealth checked. I do.
Are we actually gonna take the horses?
Oh, I'm
I
going to
just
take my
plan
fucking
to
horse.
leave.
God.
If you want me, I will do a right check about that. Or going down with the horse.
Sanhan, you don't understand. A bovine, you would have to literally run up and jump, as not for your horse not to be caught on the stairs.
It's equine, not bovine.
Same problem applies. Their
Probably,
hooves,
yeah.
their legs aren't structured to handle that. They cannot do it. They would fall over.
But AC can teleport the horse up the stairs, though.
Okay, let's
You should
assume.
be paid enough. Okay.
Alright, let's assume that Conway has a white horse named Stalwart, and
A black horse for Bretwald, my horse.
What are their names?
Bretwald. Like Bretwald.
Oh, it was so much funnier when it was one tile.
And Williams. Williams.
You know, if he's Wilhelm, he has to scream like that, right? Alright, because doors are constantly changing in one way, shape, or another, you have to walk through a bunch of tangled and non-Euclidean hallways just to get to this gateway to what you would call the outside. Though you're not even sure if it's a real place outside of the tower itself. For all you know, it could be another room, but it simulates the outside well enough. It is a nice red carpeted room all the way to the light opening doors. There's in the north part, Fida's cabbage garden. In the southeast, there's a island just floating off in blank space. A little tree to rest underneath the shade and watch the numerous possibly artificial stars. And of course, the horses are free to roam out here. Downstairs outside, out to the west of this building, on the outside there is the entrance to the cellar storeroom. Shall I just bring you there, or do you want to mess around?
I want to see if there is something to find here.
Are these statues holding swords?
They're firm. They're firmly grasping swords of stone that are carved of the same material.
Hmm.
So,
I
you
simply
can assume the
I-
statue is indistinguishable from the stone sword.
Yeah,
But
is
are
there
they
one of-
contiguous stone?
Yes, they're carved from the same stone.
Ah, okay.
I simply
Well, I wouldn't say
take-
carved. They were
Oh.
conjured of the same stone.
So long as they're like single contiguous pieces of stone, my character wouldn't care. Like basically any unattended thing that my character considers ammo would be picked up.
So you're gonna pick up that book on the lectern behind the standing portal.
Depends on what it says. Is it written by father? Or owned by?
Today I think it's gonna be a book of poetry.
Ammo it is.
Alec goes
What
over
about
and
owned?
checks out what the title is.
God, you're gonna have me think of a title.
In the meantime,
Praises
Lucian,
to the goddess of big tits. That's the
Okay,
title.
the title is
Oh!
the title is Tales of Shipless Pirates.
Let's see.
Ooh, nice. I
in the
get that.
meantime, Lucian casts light upon himself. I shall be the beacon.
I
Soul.
of the mithril blade of what Father said is worthless, pretty much. I just hide it the next, almost behind a statue.
Okay.
Perception check.
of a practical joke sort of thing.
I failed.
So, what's the distance of defined as short or close range?
Close is 25 plus 5 over 2 caster level.
So 25 foot.
So I'd be able to make this teleport.
Yes, if you don't consider the distance of moving underground, or if it's even in this realm of existence whatsoever.
But this island right here.
Oh yes, you can definitely teleport out that door. You can
Because
move
boulders.
by... Yes.
And rocks.
Oh,
And
I want to
God,
give
it's happening.
intelligence to the boulders.
Yes, you can definitely grab those boulders and teleport them. You can make them into beacons. Yes.
yes, but I don't have beacons yet because I went with a more canon-centric focus.
Then
Okay.
let's go onwards.
Oh wait, I can teleport that object over here so that it can be granted intelligence. And I can teleport it back.
Why would you give it intelligence, though?
Why not?
Because you can teleport
Good
objects, can't you?
question.
Yes.
I thought we have something to do.
Let's
Yes,
go.
but I
We
was
indeed
instructed
do.
to stay in character. My character gets on tangents often.
I get behind you and I start slowly pushing you along. Come on, brother. We have a task to accomplish.
You have both autism and ADHD. Okay.
And more autism.
Yes, mundane
Look,
Matt.
if this
Now is not
grand
the time
wizard
to
has
collect
exclusively
boulders.
hired autistic people, that's all he's done.
See,
He's just found us. He's just found the only autistic people in this entire world.
you see, the DM criticized me for playing myself, so I added another disability.
I saw what was going on there.
Very soon you're going to be able to make a proper Twitter bio.
Nonetheless,
Can I cast my bow weapon? Because before going fight.
Yes, you
We move
can
forward.
conjure your blood weapon. You can even give a sugar cube to your horse, because that's how you treat it.
and pet it.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so for the fight I will be using the blunderbuss.
I take out my collapsible scythe.
Have a collapsible scythe?
Yes.
Okay then.
Okay, let's go.
You know, since there's magic here, it makes sense of having a slightly practical magic weapon.
All right, were you gonna try to take the horse?
Oh, Conway, we missed it. We could have granted the statue's intelligence.
I would argue that just because we live here, like most things here would actually have intelligence already. Oh, hey, Bob.
And all hate you. All of them. All of them.
They all scream for their given life they were not meant to have.
So who would have the power to grant intelligence to things?
Yeah, that's the tragedy. I actually don't have it yet.
Oh,
They
you
still
should have
hate
specialized in something now, shouldn't you have?
No.
AC, worry not. They still hate you.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
I already hate this.
So, as seeing what this is, I will suggest Lucian, brother Lucian, to stand
Ah.
behind, and I shall be the one to go first because I have a 15 cone weapon.
By the
50
way-
feet cone weapon.
Yeah, by the way, I need 15 minutes to prepare a level 1 spell, so
Right.
Health back?
Even more
I
useless.
guess you're gonna be useless then.
Also, Verdant, there would be a sphere of light around.
Okay. All right. So here's a descriptor for you. You enter a packed a storeroom just beneath the tower. The materials here you don't come by to get often because for most feasts that you do attend, Mirrorball makes almost instantaneously, and there's no real need for kitchens or much of the other amenities one would require normally. But here is definitely a good supply of food rations. There's a small tunnel that none of you had used prior. Oh shit! I forgot one thing. Add. Probably should make this into a note.
if you guys give me 4 hours, I can prepare 4 level 1 spells.
No,
We are fighting
just
rats.
no.
We are fighting rats.
Here's an idea. Let's send the useless.
Oh no, he's cutting out.
Well done, Con. I see what is in this chest. What about you? I want to
Give
see
me-
what is in it.
Give me half a minute, okay?
Alright.
I'm literally here just to grab the books that were lost down here a long time ago.
Ah, yes, the book fetishist.
Also, can we make it canon that Valak, every now and then, his voice, like his demonic voice, creeps in? Which is why.
It is already canon.
Yeah. Now, I do have to say, I do think you're useless as well, AC. I would recommend summoning a railgun bullet inside our tower.
I could set up the pre-setup in any of these squares around me. Just be here waiting for them to summon a railgun strike.
Okay.
I would unironically be more useful than you sitting here maintaining air support.
Okay, before you guys went downstairs, he gave this gift to William and who's the other one that's potentially useless in combat? Thea?
No,
Wow.
it's
I'm
AC.
not useless.
Combat. I am absolutely useless in combat.
Pity
I am as
magic.
well.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently, the DM also has a railgun in combat.
Okay,
Okay,
so
Shots were just
I don't think
fired.
this ever. I don't think I ever got a pity magical item.
Yes. Okay, so it's William and Isaac. You get this wand handed to you. It's completely metal except for this leather wrapped grip at the base. At the top is a metal a lead sphere of some kind and triple rings that orbit the wand, the rod.
Okay, but did he also give us a hat of patience that says, "Please be
No.
patient. I have autism."
There's no
Worry,
patience.
wearing that.
And lining the upper corners of the room is a series of metal pipes, and every 10 feet there seems to be. Thank you, dog. There seems to be a outlet from the pipes with a similar shape to the end of your wand, but the tip of that is copper. All right, anyway, the inside of this storeroom, you can hear further down that narrow 5-foot wide hall the echoes of chittering rats and other such vermin.
So, what is the weight of this object? How effective is this ammo?
Oh, you're going to use it as an accelerant? Okay. I mean, it weighs 2 pounds.
It is more effective than the arrows I'm carrying.
Can
You
I
have
roll
a
a scrutiny
wand.
check to see if I find any books?
There are
Scrutiny. He's
Yes.
not aware of that meme.
He is, and yeah, that's the beautiful part.
I have the question of what is this here? Is that just a rope? Or something else?
What, bags?
No, those are bags
Oh,
with
there's
flour,
bags.
I
Oh,
presume.
okay. I couldn't.
I want
couldn't
to see
tell.
what is in here.
Oh, yeah,
what
Did
yeah.
you
is
touch it? Did you
what
touch
is
it?
in that chest? Yes. It's not a very useful chest. It holds tablecloths.
Very well
It
then.
holds ineffective ammo. is what you're saying.
But-
Let's move forward.
See, however,
but
the
but
thing
in-
is, the box itself is very effective ammo.
Just
AC,
don't worry. Don't
have
worry.
one.
We're gonna get through about like 0.5 rooms per hour.
Let's move forward. Come on.
Grosvenor,
Walk
you
to
have
the edge.
Grosvenor, you have dark vision, right?
He
Yes.
doesn't need it. I cast light around myself in a sphere of 30 feet.
So,
I have for 60 feet.
more seriously,
So I see.
Verdun, is this box fastened to the floor in any manner?
No.
Literally
Excellent.
Isabel literally grabs Isaac by the back of his clothes and pulls him along.
Well, shit, boys. There
Just
is.
to avoid him from grabbing it.
I roll initiative.
Holy shit!
As I
the-
can see it in.
The fucking rats have developed like osseous, like bulges on their backs. What the fuck? Jesus Christ! What are we feeding these rats?
We're not.
Study them later. Now's the time to kill them.
Where is it in this board?
Oh wait, you can.
Five.
Also select your
Where-
character before you roll.
Yeah, click on your
Yeah.
character.
Thank God, I don't know what I'm doing.
Where'd initiative go in this?
It's in
I
main.
just-
It's right to the
Right
right
below hit
side
points.
of. Yeah, right below hit points. To the right of your wisdom.
Oh, so that's how the counter works. Okay.
Yeah. Just always select your character before you roll initiative.
Please, I wish
But
to
it has
never,
an 20.
especially right now.
Nice. You're quite fast.
Ooh,
But not fast enough.
How?
Oh, that's the bar
let,
we're at.
them, let them come. I have a shotgun. A blunderbuss, but still.
I have a scythe and a fucking deck of cards. Oh gee, how does this?
Okay, this
how am I gonna
isn't-
handle this?
Oh, this doesn't put it in order.
60. So let's see. Where do I read about the specifications of my range? Like, where's my destination range?
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to your gun, you're gonna have to fire for what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people before you can fire it.
Absolutely no, I won't.
You
I
literally-
have unseen teleport. I can
Yeah.
just make it appear wherever I want.
And then all you see is
Okay.
a fucking massive projectile literally going through multiple rooms of the fucking tower we live in.
Yeah.
More
Absolutely
importantly,
Suddenly,
not.
you hear a loud bang.
Okay, interruption. You guys were complaining or just searching around through the storeroom. You walk out here, you're not expecting for rats to be almost immediately in the area and of ridiculous size, like that dire rat there is. About 4 rats seem to be wandering about the inactive magic weave circle that you probably have spent around your youth when you're first trying to discover what you have aptitude towards. And in William's case, of course, he spent a lot of time in this because he tried many different spheres out rather than, finding something he's good at.
You see, I would argue that Father sent me down here and would know perfectly well that my first instinct would be to chuck the largest object I can find at the fastest velocity I can make it. At
And
these
you
things.
hear
No,
it-
this is literally like you know that little like black square that the Muslims have. This is literally that for me. This is where I used all my spirits. Where I learned all of
as Isaac uses his powers and horribly misses, you hear in the background, Isaac!
them.
Alright, so Grubmanor is leading the group, right?
Yeah.
Yes. And I did something stupid, sorry. I deleted my character by mistake.
Okay, at least you
Ooh.
brought it back.
You're gonna have a nice little
Yeah.
field day there with the Chernobyl rat.
Alright, so do you have meeting or exceeding 17 AC?
I have 15 AC,
Oh dear,
so
we're
I
all
take
gonna
2
die.
points of damage.
Alright, so
Oh.
take 2 damage and roll. Roll fortitude.
I just realized it's gonna be extremely confusing for ACSD.
Yes.
What do I roll?
I do not have line of sight to anything that's about to happen. I'll just be hearing.
Everyone will constantly
screens.
use the term AC. And you
What
need to
do
know
I roll?
talking about you.
What do you want me to roll, Bernard? I didn't quite get it.
Fortitude
Fortitude?
save.
Ford.
That will be Constitution.
No, that's fortitude.
No, Ford.
Or,
But just below AC, there's Fortitude. Just click on it.
there it is. I think I'm going to get sick, according to this. I roll a 14.
Let me check if that's the case. Nope, you make the save.
Nice.
Alright, now it's Valek's turn. You're standing, your vision slightly obscured by Lucian just basking in the atmosphere, his wings spread wide, looking self-important. Oh wait, we're not supposed to talk about Inlord.
What
Nice
can
one.
I see, given that I'm like standing behind Grosvenor and Lucian, and I'm back in the hallway? Where does
Well,
my field
I
of
don't
vision
think
limited to?
I don't think they're quite wide enough to inhibit your line of effect for spells. If you do, of course, cast spells, but if you're trying to like throw something at the rat, you're gonna take a penalty.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Okay.
He will use his cantrip attack on that one.
Alright, so it's the 1d3 of any kind of elemental damage.
Yeah, and he's going to use fire.
Oh
the
yeah.
target.
AC, you have cantrips, by the way. It's a feat.
Yeah,
Yes,
about
I
those.
made him aware.
Ah, okay.
Oh god, about those. What is he gonna say?
Like, what do you mean can trips? Like, as in feats? Like, is it a thing you had to purchase?
No,
that
everyone
was
gets
something
it for
given
free.
for free. I linked it a while ago. You want me to link it again?
No,
Yes,
no,
please.
I'll help. Don't worry.
I don't even know how it works. All I know is I can cast small little spells. That's all I know what I can do.
That is indeed what a cantrip is. Congratulations, you know what it is.
I
And Valek, you miss because.
none other good work here.
Wait, do you have a precise shot?
No.
Then you miss, just barely.
Who does he hit? Please
No,
don't be mean.
I'm not gonna do this where you're hitting anyone that just gives soft cover to an enemy, or is in melee with an enemy, because I know AC will kill William that way.
AC will kill literally everyone that way.
Oh, not me. Although I might kill you.
Oh, I already know you're gonna kill me.
That's not by accident, though.
Yes.
According to the evidence that I shall present, it will be.
Alright, so do you want to move on your turn as well, Duck, or...
Well, I'm kind of back in there, aren't I? Like,
I mean, you can move back. I mean, friendly allies you can move through, or... yeah, you can definitely move through ally spaces to reach wherever you want.
Don't move. Don't move. I will use a blunderbuss. Don't move.
Yeah, just
Yeah, I
walk,
think,
just walk in front of him.
Be very,
Yeah,
very
you will probably die. You will
given that I
fucking
only
die
have
if
7
you...
hit points, I think I'm gonna stay behind the two other characters.
Alright.
What's the name of that?
Oh, avoid them.
It's okay. It's Lucian's turn.
5 feet move here. Would I surmise that he could kill the were-rat?
It would be a dire rat.
A
Not
dire
that not that anyone rolled the knowledge check to figure out what that rat would be.
It will be a victim, it doesn't matter.
I think I
since,
go right after AC. Sorry.
since I presume I would not know that he can handle it, I would allow Ori to come out and play.
And the blind forest.
You want me to kill your creature? Get it in another place, please.
Dude, I would not
I
know
attack. Oh shit. Well,
Well, it's not your turn to attack yet, anyway.
Then I will use my ability and make a range attack. Give me a moment.
What's the casting time for your conjuration?
It's not a conjuration. It's an omnipresent, constantly present being that was on me, literally, on my neck.
Okay, as long as you establish that, and we remember that when area effect attacks occur.
Oh yeah, it's separate being. Range touch attack. It misses.
Did you roll for Ori's initiative order?
Doesn't he act on my turn?
You know what? Yeah, let's do it that way. It's a lot neater and less
Since I
turns.
have, yeah, since I missed, he's going to attack. 1 moment. First attack. Second. And it's a confirmed crit.
Yes, that would be. So we got one disabled rat.
Nice.
Nice.
You know, it's kind of simple having a snake eating rats.
Exactly.
Should have just sent the snake, really.
Oh yeah. Its AC is currently 19, so
Yeah, and then now it's AC's turn. He just fucking destroys the entire fucking dungeon.
You're going to literally blow up everyone. Alright, you're either gonna kill me or you're gonna kill us. Just
Okay, so first,
a rat or something.
There's
I need to know how much of that chaos my character heard from my position.
Your character did not see it, though he probably heard a big thunk.
Just from that, I wouldn't have enough information to chuck ammo. So I would like to propose a very simple cantrip. It says I can make my own if they're not overpowered.
Okay, what's the proposition?
Measure ammo or weigh ammo.
What are you weighing?
Anything. Is it heavy enough to be ammo?
If you see the sackcloth sackcloth bags next to you, they're filled
Yes.
with potatoes.
Yes, like because the one of the cantrips that was default provided is you may open or close a door container weighing no more than 30 pounds. As in,
You can
these cantrips can be configured to measure things by their failure.
Yes, each potato is definitely under 5 pounds.
But the sack of potatoes.
The full
I feel like you're about to open
Well,
that
you
door
black
and
and
box this, by the
tan.
way.
wait. AC, are you Irish?
An Irishman would never deign to use potatoes as ammo.
I think
That would be high blasphemy.
I think each sack of potatoes is 30 pounds.
Wonderful ammo.
Potato damage.
So basically, my character spends its turn weighing everything around it and finding the best ammo that he can carry.
Well, define
I'm
carry.
sure it's hilarious.
Let's see. Let's look at my character.
Because what's
I
next
told
to you
you.
is also 3 kegs of booze of some kind.
We should have brought the fucking horse. I told you.
Okay, so my character defines heavy load as in the maximum thing I can teleport as 100 pounds.
Yes.
It's my turn. Well, I was up there, I see.
Okay. It is now Rat's turn because AC.
No.
Yes, it is.
Or I
Yes,
was
because
after
Rat's
I see. Oh,
That's an next.
He deleted his character
Oh,
and
you-
it disappeared from the.
right.
Yeah. I disappeared from the turn order.
I have to manually put it in there. What was the initiative? Let me see.
17.
16.
Oh, yeah, right.
It's right there. What do you mean? I can
No,
see it.
I'm not in the. Yes, but
Technically, he was before me 1 turn
yeah.
because he rolled first.
Usually we apply Dex to the tiebreaker, right?
No.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think
Hey,
I'm
it says
just gonna
I
go by
can move.
alphabetical.
Which alphabet?
Should have named myself. No,
Anyway, can I-
Aaron is myself.
Aaron.
Yeah. 3 A's.
Okay. There you
Okay,
go.
can I go My movement speed is about 30. So
Okay,
I
yes, you
could
can
go
move
from
30.
here to here.
Yes, but you
Okay,
probably don't
I
want
will
to be
move.
in. You probably don't want to be in melee range as you fire your blunderbuss of an enemy.
It's a 15. If it's a 15 cone thing. So is it affected?
I mean, if you move there, you're gonna be bitten if you try to fire.
Okay, I will move here.
So yep, 30 feet cone, right?
15 feet cone.
Okay, 15. So
And I will open fire with. And as I am inside, I definitely hit. And as I am
you
inside
don't.
the 30 feet range,
Did you not have a
go on.
damage calculation rolled?
No, I only roll the. Or do I hit the right glass?
Okay, there you go. That's what I need.
Jeez.
I hit it by a 10, and I will use my special ability barrage. That will be another 2 attacks. So I roll damage twice.
You've killed it.
Oh.
So you turned it into paste, essentially.
So you shoot it once, and you're like, "I saw it twitch."
Yes.
Always double tap, ladies and gentlemen. Always double tap.
Yes. And remember, I don't need to reload. And that's my turn. Oh, there is another rock.
Okay, but it has to wait for the next initiative order. Oh shit! Why the fuck did it give you 32?
He is the speed.
Okay, so
God.
it's this rat's turn.
I wonder how the fuck am I going to heal.
Alright, 1
Jeez.
non-lethal damage.
Oh, wait. That will be 3. That will lead me at 8. And
Are we
1
fighting?
little.
Wait, what?
There we go. I am at 8 hit points. I have 13.
What happened to what happened to your health, man?
It could be worse.
No, I mean you only took what 3 damage from the rat last round?
Yes, no, I took 2 damages and I was at 11 and I took 3 right now because it was 18. Oh, it's 1. Oh, so it's 0.
Yeah, it's non-lethal. You don't track it with your normal hit points.
It's in 11. Sorry. Here we go.
And a charge from the other rat.
YOLO!
Also 18, hitting for 1 non-lethal.
Are we fighting
Yeah.
Arch in this cohort?
Let me see.
You're fighting rats.
Well, our job is to
I
do-
don't know if someone actually rolled for initiative, actually.
No, we're not fighting
I'm
Arch.
just
We already
playing
killed
Mage.
Arch.
So for my turn, I want to pour myself a glass of wine, and I'll offer one to Isaac. And
I don't know.
I have mine.
Arizim, did you roll initiative?
No.
Yes, it's 5,
Okay,
but
I have
it's
to-
not on the turn order.
Okay, I have to add you.
Isaac
on.
looks puzzled at the wine, wondering how to use it as ammo.
I'm also offering Isabel a glass of wine as well.
Later.
I nod.
It was for you then. Oh, and I gain 1 temporary hit point from the attack that I did to the other one.
Okay, so
So I'm at 12.
So Conway, you spend your round touching yourself. Is that what I'm hearing?
I pour myself a glass of wine.
Okay, so you're touching yourself. Got it. Isabel,
It's an
your turn.
erudite. It's an
Question
erudite
is,
thing.
who's I don't know. Is it possible to actually move past another player?
Yes.
Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I can move about there. Actually, no, I'm going to move the full. Does it half my movement? Correct?
No.
Okay.
And see, this is the one person in the party that can turn himself ethereal and just move through everyone. Also, so he can move through walls, and this would be completely natural.
Yes. Except I don't think I can do that right now.
Start with the ability.
At least I don't think I did actually. At least for my one.
Okay, you didn't put it down, but that's not you starting it, not starting with the ability.
Oh.
So if
I'll fix that in a second. But I'm gonna move my full.
I have a quick question.
Okay, yeah, I have a quick answer.
If I teleport him in that state, would he take wall damage for teleporting walls?
No, because it is a space where he can exist.
Nice. I will investigate multiple applications of that later.
But if he materializes well, he's in the wall, he's still shunted outwards.
That's correct, right?
Hiding behind Valak there.
Heroically hiding behind.
No, I need to move forward
Bravely.
a little more.
Courageously.
Alright,
Dauntlessly.
and now if I measured it correctly beforehand, which I think I did. Yes.
Moment.
So I create one of my I created a beast pretty much. Pretty much I summon one of my cards of, but instead of
your
a
illusions,
massive, yes, I summon a large vine dragon in front of me.
I think you can only make something that takes up a 5x5 space, so it couldn't be
Well,
massive.
large. I mean by large, I mean just pretty much just a 5x5 dragon vine creature, which I will summon here and have it move. I can control its movement the first time I summon it, correct? With my
yes.
movement as well. Alright, so.
God, let's see if I have an
Fisher's gonna
icon to
attack.
represent this with.
Oh, anything. Anything will do for it.
Pokemon Go!
Alright, that'll do.
Dragonite, I choose you.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. So from the square to.
Or no. I summon my
here,
blue-eyed white dragon in attack mode.
Yeah. And then it needs to make a will save. Of a. What even is the DC?
14.
14.
14, yeah, 14. Oh my fucking god, are you kidding me?
I mean, it is pretty unbelievable for Dragon Whelp. to just appear in front of you?
So
Wait,
this rat, so this rat,
Oh, this this roughly spectral dragon made out of fucking vines. And then this rat just shrugs off its breath attack.
it doesn't believe it.
Yes.
Yes,
it
it
is.
doesn't believe this creature actually exists.
It's pressing X. It's pressing
Yeah.
X.
It
Oh,
looks at
good
you with
lord.
disdain.
It has a higher attack than my creature does.
Fake news. You're
And that's my turn.
It has a shirt. Rat lives matter.
Yes.
So what you're saying is this is a peaceful protest.
No, we don't call that Jordan like that here.
Okay, it's Fia's turn.
Yes.
What
You
we're
can-
saying is this is an organized protest.
Yes.
Or is this an insurrection? I'm so
Man, vine
confused all the
dragons are
time.
just an idea.
Oh, Wally of plenty. Wally.
And you can move a full 30 spaces. I don't know why people only moved like 20 or 15 this round.
Oh no, I'm leaning against the wall.
With your wings?
Obviously.
Does that work?
I wanted to stay away as far away as I can from.
Is
the
this
rats.
wall flat? It looks very jagged. That would feel very
You
uncomfortable.
feel pain. Roll a constitution roll to resist the pain.
Oh no, he enjoys it.
AC, why are you talking about Rushia like that? Alright, anyway. Yeah, so it's Arizim's turn.
I'll just move. Uh, Wait, how much range do I have?
For what?
I don't know. Can I reach the this rat
Are you
with a
trying
with my staff? I'm just trying to
Let's
bonk
see.
it on the head.
Did you get one of those?
I
feats
know
that
that's
allow
not.
you- Did you get one of those feats that allow you to?
No,
use your-
that's
you-
too far. Nah, I can't do anything.
Yeah, it has to be adjacent to you.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, that's the end of your turn. Alright, back to the top. Valak.
I guess so.
Oh,
Can I move first and then make an attack, or do I have to attack
You
first?
don't have to you don't have to take your actions in any specific order, as long as
Okay.
you.
All right, so I will move to there, and then I will fling one of my daggers using telekinesis at that rat.
Radio. Waiting for an attack roll. And you miss, hitting the floor with your dagger.
Fantastic.
Great job. But you would have done a lot of damage if you did hit. Alright, so it's the rat off screen's turn. Once more, the closest target is Grovenar.
Oh shit.
Well, luckily, they don't have much attack, so.
plus disease.
Well, he
It
didn't. Yeah, it didn't hit.
It's like with you. It doesn't matter how much damage you do if you don't hit.
Well, with mine, I would argue collateral. Because,
Yes, because these rats care so much if you damage the infrastructure of this building.
no, as in, the round hitting the ground would create such shrapnel that it's just at least a military-grade grenade going off next to them.
And to us.
Yes.
Oh, you're retard. Oh
I
no.
have a quick question. Valak has dark vision with a range of 60 feet. Does that reveal any more of the room?
All right. I have also 60 feet of dark vision. So open it up, nigga.
There you go. You see the extent of this more empty space of the storeroom where there's old books on shelves and some memorabilia that's not of magical origin, like skulls or glass orbs that one would use for fortune telling. It is now Lucian's turn on the turn order.
I will exert some effort upon my wings as to stop lying on the wall. I will extend my muscles. I will stretch out, and I will point at the rat, whatever it is. And you will see a ball of light emerge from his finger.
And you miss.
Completely and utterly. Oh well, boyo, your turn.
So how bad does he miss is the question.
I'm not gonna have him.
What else he hits?
He's gonna pierce through one of the fake dragon's wings, so that's one thing.
Or he will move behind the rat and attack it.
What's the path of his movement?
One moment. Here. Here.
You can go through me, can't you?
No, in fact, fuck it. Just the closest one. I will move here and attack the closest, the smallest rat.
What is his movement speed, by the way?
20.
Okay, yeah. So there's no way he could have done that giant flank.
Yep. I just realized that.
Yep,
And he
okay.
doesn't have acrobatics.
So roll to attack. Yeah. Jesus fucking Christ!
We have a more useful, a more useful test.
Snake. Technically, he should have preferred enemy.
Send the snake to eat rats. Jesus Christ.
Exactly. I mean, it's logical.
Yeah, why make some illusionary dragon when you can just have a pet snake?
Yes.
Valak should have brought his cat along.
That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, it's my turn. Will my 15 feet cone hit these two rats?
You might want
Yeah.
to step back 5 feet, but yes, you will be able to hit them in that cone.
But I have to roll to avoid them, or will they attack me if I go back?
5 foot step does not provoke unless they have a feat for it, which they don't.
Okay.
But no, if you use 5-foot step, you cannot move afterwards.
No, I won't move. I will simply shoot them with the blunderbuss.
Alright.
Right, bang bang.
And they are dead. Goodbye to rats.
Damn. Wait, are you? I think you're double dipping from your ability scores here.
No. No, I'm taking a +1 to both
Sure.
attack and damage due to barrage.
Yeah,
Because I'm.
I think you've added Dex in when you didn't need to, because you're already using your range attack modifier. And Dex includes.
Okay. We'll fix the other. I was going to fix the others.
Yeah, you still hit, of
Yeah.
course.
Because of the 18. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah, you still hit. It's just you're double dipping. Okay.
Goodbye, the rats.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So 10 damage. Rat 1 dead. And rat 2 is dead.
And I gain two temporal hit points
Yes, you do.
due to the quality of my.
So yep, you have 2. Yeah, you have 2 temporary hit points.
I like how Grosvenor is basically just I cast gun.
Yes. All right.
Bam!
So loud explosions of gunpowder makes
Blood
these
powder.
rats, yes, and blood splatter makes these rats cease their chittering, but through the acoustics of this stone storeroom, you can hear more chittering down an adjacent hallway.
Can Ori just devour all the bodies?
I mean, yes, you can. How long do you want to sit here just waiting for him to eat all of the rats?
It would be swift. He has devour. In fact, he should be able to numb each and every one of them.
Before that, can we bleed them? I have a ritual in mind.
They're rats. They have diseases in their blood. No.
Exactly.
Okay, and further down the hall, you can also hear. Oh, let's do perception checks.
Valley of Plenty.
I failed.
Where is perception?
It's one of your skills.
Wow, the thing I don't have.
Impossible.
So you can't even perceive
21.
what you're shooting at?
Oh, sorry.
No.
I open up my jacket and he slithers into, well, on top of me.
Okay, that was about to happen there.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
like a belt above a belt. I don't know how to express it.
What
Okay,
are
so,
you doing, Step Snake?
oh god, no.
Sweet fucking Jesus.
And Calronis, being the most perceptive of all the people here, can hear the sound of water leaking from the next room.
Oh, it was a
Boys
water
taking a
leaking
piece. I'm going to move here.
Let us
God,
move.
God, wouldn't it be great if I had a trap right there where Inlord decided to move?
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't, of course, but it would be great if I had one.
Hey, if there was a trap, then William would have stepped up on it at least 100 times. Let me make this joke. He watches this circle religiously.
If I put my character here, would I see what is down there?
Wait, let everyone
I
move.
bring my dragon
No.
20 feet ahead.
Is this a victim of the Rat Lives Matter movement? A dead rat?
So we basically
Also-
just, Verdant, are we just having like a little bit of time to position ourselves freely?
Yes, the
Oh, we're
current
out of
combat
it.
round is over.
Okay, so
Also, we figured out something. They did not care about the damage to the structures, which means they actually were Black Lives Matter protesters.
Yeah, they killed one of their own here. See,
Let's
Verdant.
not.
I grab a bunch of sheets from this box.
Okay.
Oh my god, no, what the
No. I have an idea,
Well,
back a second.
and you guys will
He
realize what it
bundled
is
himself
after if we need it.
he bundles himself up and starts causing up, you know.
No, how many sheets are in here?
Let's say 3. 3 combat rounds later, guys, I've got the plan.
Hey, I had it 2 rounds ago. I never had to move.
I have sheets. Meanwhile, one guy
You
has a-
mock me, but if it works, it's gonna be really, really great. Because these were 5x5 sheets, right?
I can't wait for you to fail and to insta-kill yourself.
I move here.
Before anyone continues, I send Ori ahead of us, at least 5 to 10 feet before us. One moment. There you have it.
And does he have dark vision?
Yep. Let me tell you how much exactly. No, it doesn't even matter. I will use a light ability. Anything around him within 30 feet, he will literally radiate light. Direct light, 30 feet. The lesser version, an additional 30 feet.
Okay, so
There is
the snake lights up like a beacon and shows this one rat munching, trying to munch on some iron in the shape of a pipe connected to the walls. The room, smaller iron pipes or smaller pipes of some metal line the top corners of the room, just like the prior room in the storeroom. This pillar here is disjointed, but looks like a metallic stalagmite-stalactite formation, but with the 2 balls on their points, and the lower half is mostly submerged.
I'll order him to devour the rat. And is this magical in nature? Can we repair the damage?
Perception check.
Alright.
everyone or just Lord?
17.
You see in an adjacent wall there's a lever.
Also, numb. Where exactly?
Do we
Right
have
there.
to roll initiative?
And yes, you do have to roll initiative.
Alright.
Oh yeah, then, my dragon would be moving with me, at least, when I was moving.
Okay.
Just,
How
Yes.
long? How long is the duration that you can concentrate on it for?
if I remember, it was a little while. It
Infinite
was...
if you're concentrating upon it. If you expand a
Yeah.
spell, then you can only 1 round or 2 rounds? I can't remember.
I'm concentrating on it, yes.
Infinite then.
If you ever take a standard action that's not concentrating on that,
I have shit
That's
initiative.
Did I just literally fucking crit?
Yeah, you got another 20. I got a 4.
Also, I've been rolling really high. I mean, I have a -2 to perception and I still managed to get 17.
and when you're rolling initiative, Airzim, click on your character token, and then you click on your character sheet's initiative.
Yeah, I think I've got it now, yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Alright,
Same for
my initiative didn't
you.
work correctly.
Yep.
I can manually do it.
I can't remember the command, but you can simply
One moment.
order the turn order to reshuffle and automatically put itself into order.
What?
Alright, so
Oh.
you're at the top of the initiative order. You had your snake go over here and kill his poor rat. The rat does not die from the initial hit, unlike the other. This rat is made of sterner stuff.
Also, past this point, there would be dim light about 30 additional feet. If it
Yeah,
allows us to see, it does. If not, then never mind. I will point at the rat
Okay,
and
I'm gonna reveal this area.
you don't have to. First I will expand the spell point so I don't have to focus on the light. And my snake will continue to glow. And yes, that was intentional. And I will try to kill the rat that Ori could not devour with a single attack.
Alright. So your snake is a fed.
Obviously, I mean, look at it. It's black, glowing green light. I mean, if that ain't a
Eso sí,
glowing,
nigga.
And demonetized.
Hey.
Technically, I haven't received any funds. Therefore, you know I ain't a terrorist.
Hey, to be
Yeah,
demonetized, I have to be monetized first.
Exactly.
Yeah, if we're a terrorist group, then why aren't we being monetized by the government?
Oh no, you wouldn't since you're American. But since I am not an American, CIA
I'm
should
Australian.
be paying.
Okay, it's Australian's turn.
Yes.
Or should I just invert the numbers since it's upside down? So you got 12
Yes.
in initiative.
Yeah, go ahead.
You see,
No,
that's a
you
dangerous precedent to set because then his leading digit could be like 8 or something.
Yes,
But
exactly.
But AC, if you invert 8, it's just 8.
No, leading digit, as in 18 becomes 81.
Oh.
Wait, he's upside down. How would math even work?
Maybe he does kanji. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, back to this.
So
It's your turn, Calrons.
of my dragon that is on my which is right next to me, pretty much. I move him about
right.
here.
Maybe I should give control of this over to you.
You forgot to move him with me after I said about it. Is it possible to get control of it myself?
Okay,
No.
I give you control of the dragon token.
Okay, sweet. I was gonna have it with me. Perhaps just move it here if I remember correctly. But it's too far away to attack still, so...
Okay, and you're gonna move your character, or are you just gonna stand there hiding behind someone with broader shoulders?
Pretty much. Unless if it has anything like this.
Engineering.
It doesn't exactly say what type of attack I can do. Is it possible to, or would a range attack be possible with my creature?
If you did a range attack, it would stretch beyond its 5x5 square.
All right. All right. So pretty much, yeah. I'm just gonna hide back here because weak young female.
Oh God, he's a trap.
No, I'm actually female.
Why don't you pull out?
Tässä Jukargro is a female.
Why don't you
Yes,
pull
my
out
character's a
the sword
femoid.
that you stole and simply go and hacking and slashing?
Oh, I hid that.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
Yes.
Hmm.
I played a practical joke on Father,
Yes,
which
because
no one else knows.
He cares so much about that sword. You know, the one that he made like 5 minutes ago.
It's not about the sword. It's about being disappointed that one of his children would literally steal from him.
It's
When
not stealing, it's a practical joke.
He provides you with a roof, with infinite food, drink, knowledge, education, game time, enjoyment, and so forth. He gave you a family, and you would steal from this man.
He even gave two
not-
of you ponies.
Exactly.
Not
He
ponies.
literally forged a blade within mere seconds. If he
That's
wants it, he will find it.
Calonis,
Or
No,
he'll just make
hell.
another one.
Calonis, it doesn't matter how rich your father is. If he gives you attention, you respect it.
Oh, my character
Okay,
does.
so what we could do on our way out is we can replace one of the statue's swords with that sword. just as that would be a prank. Like one day
Yes.
he comes to the storehouse and the sword he created for his children is being held by one of the statues.
Yes. Glorious
That's
about
right.
doing that.
Shame upon you, Calonis.
Why
Shame.
would he ever go to the storehouse? He can just make anything he wants.
Exactly.
Yes, but one day.
Well, he had to come down here to find the rats.
Yes.
He has a spells that can monitor this place. Oh no. Anyway, let's pick up, please.
All right, so it is now Dire Rat's turn. If Calronis is done with his turn.
Yes. I'm done with my turn.
All right, let's see if this rat can puncture snake scales.
AC is 19.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be likely.
I mean the snake's AC, not that the AC is 19.
Rat number 2 is going to take a snack.
How large did you
And-
say these sheep?
And rat mother number 3 is there. A 5x5 sheet.
Okay.
A tablecloth. And it's now Isaac's turn.
Let's see. Isaac will move here. Wait, what did you say the calculation was on range?
25 plus...
Be right back.
Yeah, it's going to be 25 for level 1 spellcaster.
Let's see, that was 10. What's the movement then? Like for character movement?
You can move 30 feet if you're unencumbered.
Let's see. So perfect. Moves here, and I will teleport one of the sheets above the rats so they can't see shit.
A classical creation school trick that you're using warp to complete.
Yes, because I'm only capable of warp at the moment. Let's see. Teleport object. Let's see. What would that be?
You do realize that both them and Ori have dark vision, right?
Yes, but dark vision doesn't let you see path of cloth. That's solid.
Correct. And also it's light, so dark vision doesn't matter at all. Alright, so you dropped a cloth sheet over 3 rats.
Correct. Prioritizing the big rat and the rat to that rat's right.
Can you say that?
Rat's right.
That rat's right.
Now say it 2 more times really fast. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know that you're not really catching them, but they are covered right now. So
Yes.
You have made them comfy.
they are now nice and warm, and no, they're actually not because they're still in a puddle.
Yes. The cloth will gradually seep, collect water, and
You
become
can
heavier.
fit.
Maybe I should just draw this right here. Okay, there's the lever.
Hey, it works at least.
Hmm.
I wonder what it does.
I do wonder what it does. I'm gonna let someone else pull it.
Well, you've already done your move in standard, so
Yes.
yeah, you have to let someone else do it.
Yes.
And he can also transfer blame to them.
Yes.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Precisely. I was contributing to the fight.
Okay, so it is Fia's turn.
Let me just net. Yeah, I can't move into range of anything, so
Well, you do have cantrips that can do damage from range. So you're just moving?
yeah, I'll just movement and that's it. I'll have to look up exactly what cantrips can do, because
Don't you have any shurikens or
haven't remembered it all.
I wonder if the
I have caltrops.
Never mind then.
I wonder if the cloth soaked in water is heavy enough to impede any of the smaller rats.
Any of the rats that the cloth is under, yes.
I made them heavy!
Unironically, yes.
Though the bigger rat, of course, is less impeded.
Yes, but it's more about reducing the targets that the snake has to face immediately.
It doesn't matter, it will devour them all.
Yes, it
Okay,
will.
It's Clever Duck's turn. Sorry, Clever
Okay.
Swan.
Oh, them's fighting words.
Never mind.
Hmm.
You can cast a
So,
cantrip, or you can use your standard action to move. What will you do?
Oh, he can use his move action to move as well.
He already did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
He was that far behind? Okay.
no, that's where I was when we rolled initiative. So I haven't moved since combat began.
And I'm assuming between rounds you've picked up your dagger as well.
Yeah. Let's see. So until I take the illusionary touch talent, any illusion that I create, it can't actually make a physical attack against
Well, it
something. Is
can,
that
but
correct?
doesn't do damage.
Okay.
So you can make something that looks imposing and soaks up damage for people, while the creatures waste their actions just trying to figure out that something doesn't exist.
Okay.
As is something that an illusionist would do.
Okay.
Ooh, what was that?
The demon tongue.
His demonic voice.
Yes, every now and then
Yes.
his demonic lineage creeps into his voice.
Yes, his mother
I
was a printer.
will,
Oh, so we're talking about that kind of daemon.
Oh, boo.
okay. I will then use a spell point, and right there next to Fiat, I will create a large demonic black panther that gives
the
a
most
frightening
fearsome of
roar.
creatures.
Yes.
The nigger party.
And as I cast it, I point and I say, "Nigger man, I choose you."
I actually
Wait,
had a
is-
token for that.
Is this bird streaming on YouTube?
Unlisted, yes.
Yes,
Okay.
it's a nigger panther. The worst kind of panther.
No,
So-
it's orc panther.
And it lets out a frightening roar as it appears.
All right, so it's very frightening. Actually, can you make illusions that make out sounds?
Yes, I do have illusionary sound.
Fantastic. So is it a frightening roar as according to its size, and I think that's your turn? Well, no, you
Yes.
have a move action, right? Or that's it.
I will move here.
Right, and from what is to most people darkness, there comes this hobbled humanoid-shaped creature with a what looks to be a bone staff carved with little charred runes on it. Its mask is similar to a gas mask, but far more crude. It wheezes as it hobbles forward. It says, "You."
Can I make a roll to see what it is?
All right, you can make a roll.
Which one?
It would be a. Let's go knowledge planes.
Knowledge points. 23.
This would be a. Well, you can tell by the theme of the creatures. This would be a. This might be a rat folk. Probably not naturally. Probably not rat folk from a normal realm, considering that there's a ton of rats that are behaving intelligently around him. You can assume that he's from one of the planes, specifically a plane of disease or something.
So it's a Xeno. Alright.
No such thing as rat folk in the sewers, ladies and gentlemen. Move along.
Nope. He points one of his gnarled fingers towards who's the closest.
Yeah.
Ori or... yeah, Ori is the closest.
Should be talking to me though.
Also, yeah, illegal rat immigrant.
Okay, so what's the touch AC of Ori?
One moment. His touch AC is 15.
Points a gnarled finger at your pet. Roll for fortitude save. Ori develops the bubonic plague. Okay.
Take it out.
Like
Oh,
Back shed.
damn, nigga.
Borrow Grosvenor's gun and take it out the back of the shed.
you will die a horrible, horrible death.
You mean your pet will die a horrible, horrible death?
Nope.
We don't give it.
I know what they said.
Okay, and also coming from the darkness is a chittering swarm.
Oh no.
I have a solution for that.
Is it final?
Yes.
Uh,
Just like that Juden.
I mean, to be fair, this area does indeed have pipes.
Yeah,
I
but
think I might.
is there a chimney in sight? No, stop.
There
actually
Forcing me
is.
to say things.
There actually is, by the way. You literally described this thing as one.
Oh no, they're pipes. They're not chimneys.
This one here in the center.
No, that'd be a column.
Supporting column.
No, it's not even a supporting column. It's a disjointed column. Like it looks like a stalagmite and a stalactite, but it's made out of metal.
Yeah, but this chamber here is awfully well ventilated.
Okay, this rat here is gonna try to bite Ori again. No
Nope.
damage because AC. Its head is just barely poking out of that sheet that's becoming wet towards the pillar there. Conway, you can do something, right?
Of course. I'm gonna walk here, still drinking. That's it. Wait,
I'm going to shoot you in the back. I swear to God.
Ugh.
Okay, this rat charges forward and tries to attack that panther there. Let's see if it can tell that's not a real panther. Nope,
fails it.
it's definitely a real black panther to him.
A nigger panther.
You can hear chanting, "Black Lives Matter."
No. The group that attacked the Capitol back in the 80s or near the 40s, the Black Panthers.
All right, stop this political talk. I will have none of it. All right, Grovenor, you're at the very bottom of the initiative order. It's now your turn.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to move here and I want to do an engineering roll to see what the fuck this is.
Okay. It is levered.
Okay.
It is a mighty
Can I
construction.
It is a mechanical switch of sorts.
But do I know what the fuck does it does?
No, but you know it's in the off position.
I wonder what this lever does. But no. Can I still move? I only move 5 feet.
Yes, you can still move.
Let me see. 1. I can move about here. So I want to move here. Can I?
Yes, you can.
And I want to make I cast blunderbuss in the direction of the rat.
All right, you provoke an attack of opportunity.
It misses.
It misses.
For once, yes.
I cast blunderbuss
At higher level.
And it
misses.
Indeed it does. For both targets,
Oh.
would be in the range. Actually,
And
what's the area you're trying to hit?
It's a 15 feet cone, so it will be this rod here and this one. Or if it doesn't hit that one. So I cannot hit any of those. Okay. I will do a roll again with my barrage ability.
Is
It's
the
a special.
barrage a standard action?
It's a special attack.
Okay, yeah, okay. The second attack then.
This one comes at a -1 on the attack rolls. Bear that in mind, please.
I thought it's at -2.
No, it's because I have +1 being 30 feet inside a range of 30 feet.
Alright, because you have a point blank shot and you have +1
Yeah,
enchantment on
it
your...
comes on the firearm, yes.
Wait, why do you... Oh yeah, yeah, the second one is from the feet. I keep
Yeah.
forgetting that.
It's
Alright,
fear.
yeah, so you cover all... Do I want this thing to have cover from that or not? Let's say you can shoot all three of those things. 6 damage.
Nice. Do I kill any of them? Oi. To a great effect.
Disabled. Disabled. There we go.
I have been useful.
Alright, so it is now Lucian's turn.
I have become angered both by the presence of this abomination and by the fact that he tried to infect my dear and cherished.
Knowledge Arcana for you to know what it tried to do.
Whereas
You definitely saw the magic coalescing around it, but you didn't see it have effect.
I still hate it. I still find it beyond unacceptable.
And he
So
was
it's not Knowledge Arcana, it's Spellcraft.
It's-
Yes, for an arcana
But anyway, yes, you could
It's
tell it was
27.
the disease, so there you go.
Vile creature. And I will attack it.
Okay,
It needs to make a fortitude save now.
fortitude or half.
No, this is a different effect. It's an add-on effect. It has 2 add-on effects.
Could you add the add-on effect to the notes of the ability?
Sure, I can pause them if you want right now.
Yes,
Give me
please.
a moment.
uh,
I think that passes.
Yup. So, that's it. It just takes the damage. And then I will order Ori to go and attack it as well.
Be mindful there's another rat still.
I know, it will get an attack of opportunity. A point of damage.
Two non-lethal damage. You can't put negative damage in there, so it's both non-lethal.
Alright. And 5. Nah, you know what, I will stay where I am.
Okay, and did Ori attack?
Yup, he missed.
Oh, okay. I see it now. All right, so it's Isabel's turn. Calronos, you there?
Yes, sorry.
Harloins?
I'm going to move my creature. This rat's here still there, correct?
Yep.
Alright, gonna move it. If I collect that correctly, move it in and have it make a will save to see if it gets attacked or not. DC 14. Alright, it takes 5 points of damage.
Non-lethal damage.
Yes. And the question
But
I
that
have now
still is
have
enough
is,
to disable it for the effects of this combat.
Alright. Is it possible for me also to cast another spell while I actually,
If
if I remember correctly, no, I
if you
won't be able
do,
to.
it will cancel out this your current illusion.
Yep. Right.
But you can
And he
move.
was right here, moved here, and I will move him.
You can't move him again after he attacked a rat.
Oh, okay. Alright. Then that's gonna be it then.
It's a rat's turn. Let's see, it's a dead rat, so it doesn't matter. Let me get out of the initiative order. Another dead rat out of the initiative order, and another dead rat out of the initiative order. Okay, it's Coder's turn.
I'm gonna let's see, move here and recycle the ammunition of this now heavier tarp, full of water and blood and all kinds of shit, and teleport it on top of this, primarily this guy
Okay.
and his horde.
Wow, you covered them with a wet blanket.
Unironically, that would be effective because he would move out of it, but it would cover the horde, and they would be significantly impeded.
Not significantly enough though, because the swarm is 10 by 10.
Yes, but it would break their cluster.
Okay. And I think that's it for your movement or your turn. So it's Fita's turn.
If the snake wasn't there, I would have teleported. I would have lit another tarp on fire and teleported over there. I'm not sending a firing horde of rats at the snake.
I'm gonna delay my turn. Let anyone who's on it go before me, so I can go last.
Okay. And because the snake is still lit up, here's the last portions of the. I said here's the last portions of the room. Fuck you, roll 20.
Roll 20
Roll
Devin
20
on
no.
a
Roll 20 supports the Rat Lives Matter movement.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, okay, that's it.
The water in the very back of the room looks quite filthy and smells rather foul as you get closer to the swarm. You're assuming this is the origin of the waters where these rats and such came from. Okay, it's Valek's turn.
Okay. The panther is going to charge forward to there and roar loudly at that rat.
And what is Valek doing?
Valek will then see. Move to here. And use a telekinetic dagger on that rat.
Okay, and once more miss. And alright, I didn't give you control of this, did I?
No.
But this will. Oh yeah, it will linger on for one more round because you're Fey Adept, right? Or is it your character level or is it your intelligence modifier? Your casting modifier.
See. If I can find out. Equal to half his Fey Adept level, minimum 1, or for as long as I'm willing to concentrate on it.
Alright, so
So
it
I
will
don't.
remain for next round until you reconcentrate.
Okay, so anything like using my telekinetic attack that breaks concentration on it.
Well, yes, because you got to spend a standard action every round for concentrate. Unless you
Okay.
have a casting tradition that gives you easy focus.
Okay.
Okay, Scar Reese steps back away from the snake. He indignantly shouts, "You brought me here. I bring plague." He points at the nearest thinking-looking person, which would be Valak. His hands glow, and he shoots a glob of acid at you.
And
Is this glob physical in nature?
Magical, physical, yes.
Would I be able to get a reaction on that to
No, because you
see.
did not ready an action to.
then there's nothing I can do about that.
Yep. So almost critted. Okay, but 3 damage. And roll reflex, or you take. Okay. Okay, so you take. How many die is that? That's 2 die, so you take 2 acid damage next round as well. Alright, it is now the rat swarm. Because a swarm doesn't attack so much as it moves, it envelops the snake.
Alright.
Don't mind the attack thing. Swarms don't actually depend on accuracy at all. It does 6 damage.
Alright.
And roll fortitude save.
Bruh. I think it's
The,
actually
the most dangerous enemy, a swarm.
And you succeed.
Can you desummon that the snake, or is it not a summon but actual constant or persistent
Snake.
entity? It is actually snake. Okay.
It's
It's his friend.
wait. With whom would I be close? I guess the closest would be Isaac and not William. Definitely not William.
I am pretty close.
Grosvenor. You would know that it's
Yeah.
not only a snake; it's also an attachment to divinity. My attachment to divinity, and the source of my power.
So he becomes useless if it dies this combat.
uh,
Also, I really can't decipher what that image actually is. It looks like a spider.
Can you enlarge it?
What
So he
image
makes-
are you pointing at?
Up,
The snake. This isn't a snake.
just scroll in.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
that's
I
a
scrolled all the way
snake.
up.
Those are. It's like a big boa curled up around a rod or
It's a
something.
CIA nigger snake.
I see
With yellow
I see a
stripes.
spider. It looks like a tarantula, like poising to attack.
You are
Um,
retarded, Conway.
Yeah, this is what
Yeah.
happens when you're a monkey.
Based.
Yes.
So
I would
can
argue
the snake?
monkeys are more effective at identifying snakes out of random images.
Okay, Conway, the monkey, it's your turn.
Okay, so can I roll knowledge engineering to deduce what this lever would do?
Y- there are no visible signs of the mechanics on the face of the wall.
How about knowledge local? Have we ever been told by Father what this lever does?
Knowledge common sense would indicate that all the metallic devices or devices around the room are somehow connected to that lever, or it could be the pillar.
Okay. I'll take another
Yes.
sip.
You are will safe to not move the lever.
No, I'm not gonna do it because we're winning this. There's no reason to bet everything on a random quirk of the terrain. Really, if we were losing, I'd pull it.
Can this snake move out of this horde, or would?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Swarms don't have attack assault opportunity after all.
Nice. I would strongly recommend moving the snake at least this far away.
It's going after the wild Xeno.
You know, I will stand here. Yeah. That's the end of my turn.
It looks like he has a hat now.
It looks like that like crazy people wearing like top hats, like
Yeah, I was about to say, like he's wearing a pot.
He's wearing a bucket.
Please be patient. I have autism is written on it.
Oh,
Wait,
God,
you're saying you don't have that hat on?
Alright, so Conway's turn's over. It is now time for this rat. Let's see if it can roll will save. It believes this panther is real. Alright. So it does nothing this turn. Grosvenor.
Indeed, can I change weapons?
Are you sure you wanna do that?
Summoning. I wanted to summon for a moment only the dragon flintlock pistol to shoot at the big rat in front of me.
Okay, you want to change to a pistol to shoot at the named enemy?
Yes. Yes, that
Okay.
one.
Alright. And
But
both William and Isaac, you do have those wands that fall back on the ones that do electricity when you do a touch attack. By the way.
Yep. I have a completely different plan for this horde.
Oh God. Does it involve a sheet?
So
No, it does not.
Okay.
are you going to electrify the water?
The silence is
Oh,
definitely.
he
I
went
will take
quiet.
that. Yes.
All right. Anyway, is it a standard action for you to summon up that? Oh no, it's a full round, isn't it?
No.
Because
Uh,
of
Yeah.
Okay, so
Because if before I do actually anything, if it takes a full action, I would prefer to move so I can be in range and shoot at the thing with the blunderbuss. Yeah. Move. Let me see how.
just
Yeah,
remember
I
that
will.
the panther doesn't exist.
And
Yeah.
remember, if you have a creature within 5 feet of you, when you use a ranged attack, unless you have a specific feat, they get an attack of opportunity against you.
It doesn't really matter. I have temporary hit points to burn,
No worries.
and they only last. They only last this round. So I cast blunderbuss again. Here goes.
And know that you still have 2 hit points missing. Temporary hit points doesn't heal you.
No, I simply know that I have 11 hit points, but I hit 4 things last round, so I have right now my HP will be 15. As soon as this round ends, I'm back at 11. But do I hit them?
God, I think I need to have just one of these range indicators on the side of a map at all times.
Don't you have the cone that you can dedicate as DM options?
I don't think there is a cone option. I can do a radius, but I can't do a cone.
Well, but if you do a radius, it's much easier to visualize the cone.
Never mind then. Moving on.
Anyway, do I miss or do I hit?
You miss.
I will do the special attack and attack again. This time I have a -1. It seems like I hit.
Yep, you hit for 8 damage.
There is one rat dead, and I am no longer at 15, but at that will be 13 hit points. 2 temporary ones, bear in mind.
Okay, the leather-robed rat man screeches when he gets shot with a bloody blunderbuss.
This is beautiful.
He just missed the swarm though, and the snake.
Yeah,
With
yeah.
the one,
I didn't want to.
with the one area effect weapon we have.
Yes. There is something very much important than the sun right now.
Okay.
It's something that can make people deceased. So
Well, Valak already has a couple diseases. Just he has to tell the ladies about them first.
Not necessarily. There is no law currently.
No.
if he lives in California, he doesn't have to tell them.
Nonetheless,
Okay, it's Emerald's turn.
I shall use one of my 2 orders and tell
Hey!
back.
Hey! Hey! My turn! I delayed turn.
Oh,
I get to go last.
then
Okay,
say something.
All right, yeah, sorry. You go then.
Yeah, I did just now. Come on. How tall is this pipe on the north? How far up does it go?
Let's say it's a halfway point between the ground and the ceiling, which would be. Let's say the ceiling is 8 feet. So it's
Yes.
a 4-foot tall pipe.
Excellent.
Okay, so I wanna jump up there somehow.
Okay, climb or acrobatics check to get on top of that pipe.
Well, oops.
Knowledge and ability will not help you get on top of that pipe. In fact, it
Yeah,
may actually
I
hamper you.
clicked that by mistake when I was switching windows and I clicked it by mistake.
So what happens is you took a running jump at it, and you hit yourself in the abdomen, and then you fell backwards.
And then he blamed the nobility for doing so.
No, I always stand up and cleans himself off, dust off and so forth, and he fails even at that.
Okay, so that was alright. That was done.
Okay, so
Now it's Lucian's turn.
that's it then. Oh, nice.
I will use one of my 2 orders that I have in order him to fall back.
Okay.
Let me just measure the move. You know what? I will move forward myself. To let him go, to open up my suit and let him slither onto as a belt, is that I will spend his standard action, but for me, what would that be?
Your move action.
I already used it, so can I use my action?
Yep. It'd be your standard action. So you want to spend all your actions in that?
Yeah.
All right.
And then I'll move here.
Okay.
That's it.
It is now Calroyn's turn. You want to stick your head out into that hallway?
Oh, I already know what's happening. I can just hear it.
I can
How
see.
can you be further away from the action than me? What?
Wait, I wanted to do something
I'll be
else.
right back.
I didn't even see him
I
there.
moved forward a little bit,
Something.
and
I will judge both.
Raggy fights massive horde. Will save.
Swarms do not have wills, so they automatically don't believe in the damage that this dragon can do to it.
The face of shit.
See, this is the Black Lives Matter reference.
But do they believe it's a real dragon? That's the question. Because
Can I
if
attack
they
an
do,
individual amongst the group?
Oh yes. Remove one rat from the equation. Baby.
Yes.
you see, you don't remove the rat, you remove a bad apple.
Okay, so anything Isabel is doing besides concentrating on the swarm?
Okay, do I have any
Alright,
attacks that can actually hit this thing?
Probably not.
No, there is not. I'm gonna.
I'm back. I have a
Welcome
brilliant
back.
idea for the horde, so don't worry about it.
Is that
I
what
better. Okay,
blue
but I'm gonna
square is
end
about?
turn.
Yes, that's what the
But I'm
blue
gonna
square is
end turn.
Oh god, I think I know what you're going to do, but you weren't here to hear what I told Calronas, did you?
What?
Actually, let me see if that is indeed the case. Swarm defenses. I just know illusions specifically don't matter to a swarm.
Yes.
This
Are you going to use mass teleportation?
No, I don't have mass teleportation, nor do I need it.
I think we might need. This thing isn't fucking dying. Jesus.
I know what AC is going to do though, and it will.
You can tell by the area of the square I've drawn, can't you?
Yeah, it will cease to be a problem that way. It is now though Isaac's turn.
So I would like to establish a looped space with the floor as the start and the ceiling as the end.
First off, was it a will save for creatures to be able to go through it?
Loop space. Let's see. How do I show?
You click on yeah. Yep, will save to move out of the area.
Yes. Oof. But is it during their turn?
You
Or is it
lose,
immediate? Is
Nika.
it reaction?
No. The thing is,
Yeah.
you need to tell them that the Democrats abandon them, and then they'll lose all their will.
Tell them that.
Big off.
Okay, so you spent your standard action on that.
But do they actually get to immediately will save?
Well, it's going to be moving either way, so all you'd be tempting for me is a mulligan.
You
Well,
better
there
move
actually is
away,
a
Nika.
difference. There's a slight difference, as in if they exit on their turn, they get one whole turn of vertical momentum. Whereas if it's instantaneous, they just cancel the spell.
Well, they don't cancel a spell because if anyone else enters there while you're still concentrating, they may or may not get locked. Because when they start moving through there, they will treat it as if the spell doesn't exist. That's what the will save was for.
Ah.
So the rats that would have sunk through the floor and started popping out the top, they didn't.
Neat.
Because I just remembered myself, it was a three-dimensional space, so they would have to move through the floor to come out the top and take some points of fall damage if ever the space was canceled.
Yes. That was the idea. As in, even if they canceled it, so long as it was successfully established, unfortunately, they would take the fall damage equivalent to the turns they've been in the loop.
Alright, so...
Or their terminal velocity.
Any other action?
Do I have a teleport action?
You have a move action left, because
You
use
have
your
legs.
standard. What, do you only move by teleport?
No, there's a difference between, let's see, where's my ruler? Moving here and moving here.
Yes, but you can't teleport as a move action. You can only teleport as a standard. And
See,
you
where's
use your
my
standard to make loop space.
Snap to center. Yeah, that's good enough.
This is part of the Pathfinder basics we probably didn't teach you. There's
Okay.
several categories of actions: full round action, standard action, move action, swift action, immediate action, and free action.
Yes.
Every round you replenish
Oh,
a
back in the second
standard,
guess.
a move, and a swift action. A full round action uses up a standard and a move, allowing you to use a swift, or you save up that swift to take an immediate action.
Yes.
Uh,
So I imagine that moving to that location would break the concentration for that square.
No. You summoned it this. You made the square this turn. Next turn, you'll have to spend a standard action to maintain it.
Okay. So I'm perfectly fine where I am now.
Yes.
Cool.
And now it's Fia's turn. And I think Fia can see the shimmering space where that defines the loop space, so you don't fall into that trap yourself.
The water of this puddle would be looping too, a little bit of it, so it would be very obvious.
Yes, water would be raining down in that edge there. Oh, and water would be splashing in from this direction as well.
So I can attack into this space. Yes.
You can't attack through it. Into it, yes. And your projectile, if it doesn't hit anything, will just keep looping until it hits something.
So basically, I can't reach these with an attack.
If you toss a stone into that space, eventually it would hit a rat.
Because what I'm thinking is I climb down and I use Ash Strike on them. Just
What this space effectively does is guarantee that hit eventually. So long as the
Okay.
projectile is physical.
Oh god. You just fill that space with a cloud of ash.
just move.
Yes.
Infinitely looping ash.
Yes.
So I move in here and
Eventually they
Ash
won't be able
Strike
to read.
into this.
Well, no, the rats aren't trapped in that space though, so
No, they
can
aren't.
still get out.
But that space is an infinite loop of ash, so long as I'm here and concentrating on it.
And I'm done, I think.
You can move away from the horde if you want to.
And they're not blinded.
Oh, come on.
Jesus.
Jesus. See, this is why I ran away.
To
My next
be
action
fair,
will be to teleport over here.
Okay, so that's the move.
I'm gonna stop
standard
phasing
Well,
for
what's the DC for this anyway?
a local swarm of rats that literally chew angry to die.
what's your caster modifier or stat?
Wisdom
And what's your
wisdom.
modifier?
4.
Okay, so it's 14.
So 10 plus 4. Okay. I'll note it down.
Level 2, it will be 15. All right, Valek, it's your turn.
All right. I use the cantrip cleaning ability to clean the acid off of myself before I take any more damage.
I think you'll still take the 2 damage from that that it requires though for this round. But you won't take any subsequent damage. And now is probably the best time for you to retreat behind like Lucian. You use your wings as a shield. Because that's what you want a feathered biped to do is shield other people with his against acid.
Yeah.
You think I'm retreating, Bernard?
Wait, Lucian, according to Aristotle's not a... Or was it Aristotle or was it Plato? He's not a man because he's a feathered biped.
As long as he's not a goose or a swan.
Alright, so Scarreese, I think he's gonna attack, let's see, Crossrunner, you're on the chopping block. Because he can't see...
Let him come.
I'll check my battle
Oof.
out there.
This is versus touch
Oh.
attack, by the way. So, touch AC.
Let me see. It's 13.
Mm-hmm.
So 42 to save, right? 15.
Ooh.
Barely resisted.
Barely. Jesus Christ. This is just a day for everyone to save. Okay, and the rat swarm will be... Oof. They went after the they went after the panther and so take 6 damage. And also roll for fortitude
So-
save.
Oh.
Okay, you pass.
Okay, 6. So I have. Right now I'm on 13. I was. Oof.
You were at 11.
But I had the
You had
the
1.
temporary hit points.
Okay, you had 2 hit.
2 hit points.
So you're down to what? 7.
7. Yep.
Hey, Verd, how much longer are we playing? Because I'm starting to run out of time.
How much time do you have left?
Not much.
This should be over in about 30 minutes, give or take 10. And it's your turn.
It's okay. We've already established his character to be just sipping wine through the entire experience.
Are you just a wine mom?
At this point, I think I've run out of wine. Is the thing, and there's
Make it
actually
you drank a whole bottle?
no, not a whole bottle. No, I pour myself one
Yeah,
glass. I'm not a degenerate.
Yes, but out of a bottle. Then you're not out of wine.
Well, I'm out of wine for now, but I'm actually gonna use cantrips, okay? And I'm gonna try to deal a D10, a D3, sorry, of let's say lightning damage.
Electric, okay.
There we go. Look at that. Actually useful.
If you hit the touch attack, yes.
I rolled.
And you did it.
It's a ranged attack. The cantrips.
Yep. It's a ranged touch attack, by the way, and it doesn't surpass 14.
Okay, I missed them. I'm gonna take another step back and.
You moved forward to cast the cantrip. You can't move again after attacking.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Heck.
that. I see. Oh, that's the end of my turn.
Okay, so Groenor.
I cast.
Blunderbuss.
I will cast Blunderbuss. Yes.
All right.
I cast Blunderbuss again. Sweet Jesus fucking Christ, I'm dying.
Oh.
Bye bye, cruel world.
You use a move action. You still have a move action.
Quick, run away.
Run away.
I know where I'm trying to move. Yeah. More or less 30 feet. It's 30 feet.
Okay. And load user.
Yep. Let's see. I will, first of all, cast judgment upon William just because. Can I take his electric wand from him?
It wasn't a wand, it was a cantrip. He didn't even use the wand.
Yeah, but he's asking for the physical item.
Yep.
Conway.
What? Sorry?
And Lord
I was getting
asking for your wand.
he's asking for my wand.
First, I was judging you and finding you wanting. Then, can I see your wand?
He wants your meat wand.
No,
No,
dear.
it was a gift given by me by my father. You can't just take it.
Very well. I'm going to ready a cantrip, cast lightning, and the trigger will be as soon as the rat swarm enters this puddle.
How much water is in this loop now?
Ash and water intermixed. I don't know. I'm not going to quantify that right now.
A certain amount. Alright, then that's my turn.
I'm just wondering what would happen if I terminated it and we still have someone here.
It would fly out in all directions ineffectually because it's not enough to. I don't think it's not enough solid matter to damage something.
Hmm. My character had attuned magic words. Character started wondering.
Okay, Lucian.
Yeah, I already told you. Adding an action to cast a lightning cantrip as soon as the swarm enters the puddle.
Okay, Isabel then.
Okay, I've already put all together. Just to figure out to pretty much just this. I can't attack the rats, so I'm gonna attack the rat man. Wisdom.
He-
Alright,
This
Isaac.
is all I can do. Yeah, that's it.
Can I put my turn after Era? Because I want to give
Yeah.
Era the opportunity to flee.
Okay, sure.
Hint, hint.
Fia can probably just step to the side 5 feet or 10 feet to
That's
the
not going to be
west,
sufficient.
Well, it's going to be 3-dimensional movement. I doubt anything's flowing naturally through the corners.
No, just
Even
why
stepping
would they
that way
flee?
would be better. Because after I terminate this, how much bigger will this puddle be?
The puddle wouldn't grow in size, but the moisture would be scattered.
So when the lightning cantrip is spread, how much further does it spread? Would it impact? Like everything is moist, and a lightning cantrip is fired at a pool of water.
That's going to be the most depth from the water.
Guys, I'm terribly sorry, but I prepared for around like 4 hours.
Okay.
And I have people coming over, so I do kind of need to go. I will say that William will most likely use the cantrip attacks now that he's run out of wine and people actually need his help.
All right, will do.
I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
No, you can see the recording later.
Okay, of course. Please do send it over to me. But, thanks for the game, Verdon. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Here you go.
Good night.
All right, so Fia can go before Isaac.
Do you want to get splashed by the water that I'm about to cancel this
I mean-
puddle with?
I'm looking where I can move and actually be useful. Instead of just fleeing like a bitch.
You see Lucian preparing an action to electrify the rats. Just move here or here and do the same.
I want to do something, come on.
That is, we want to lower them into the water so we may electrify them.
I
And
just
if you
don't
go
want you
there-
caught up in collateral.
Can I move and look for stealth to see if he can, if this red guy can, not notice me for a while, so I can move in behind him. So
Actually,
I'd move.
Verdant.
Sorry, I'm back.
Yeah, Verdant. When I terminate this loop space, would it be reasonable to say that the smoke that's been caught would scatter and provide momentary cover?
Yes.
So I can move here or here, let's say.
Or you can even move behind the Ratman.
Yeah. Just directly behind
him. Yeah, but
in the moment where
isn't
everything is foggy.
Yeah, but this square is threatened. I don't know. I
So
can just
basically-
move here.
I want to take this as a compound turn. Like, as in, I'm scattering this, then he gets the
So
cover.
I move here and I use stealth plus his cover from Ash Cloud.
Yep.
And hopefully he doesn't notice me.
Okay. So
Yeah,
so breaking loop space and having that happen at once.
correct.
All right. So droplets and ash scatter about the room. It's not as effectual as not as dense as when Fia first cast the cone of ash, but it is scattering much faster. So you have it's all jetting out in the four directions, and it's definitely going to leave a mostly permanent mark on the floor when the ash where the ash stops, up and down.
Because initial impact, yeah. The individual particles have quite the inertia.
I don't know how much damage ash would do though when sped up.
No, it wouldn't do any damage
Yeah,
because
okay.
it's just such a light particle. It would get stuck pretty deep in the micropores of the stone.
Okay, and the water has flowed to that blue area, and it is slowly gathering back to that decline where that large puddle is. Fia, you've moved behind the Ratman successfully. Do you want to attack?
I was actually hoping that I could. I don't know. If I'm in stealth, I get bonus to attack. Surely. Like, does he know I'm behind him?
That would be he'd be flat-footed, so you get to target a different AC. So if you roll to attack, I will be counting it.
Okay, let's just bonk him on the head then. Yeah, that's
Unfortunately, that's a 1.
Come on! I gotta check my rolls. I don't think I've ever rolled over 10 this thing. Jesus
so what
Christ.
happens is you shouted loudly as you tried to attack, and that broke whatever.
Hiya!
And he stepped aside as faux nimble as he seems.
No, here's what happens. She shouted, "Sneak attack!"
Okay.
I'm coming to kill you. Don't
And
look behind you.
okay, and AC, did you want to do something else with your turn because it didn't cost you an action to drop the drop concentration on the loop space?
Let's see. How far can I get forward? About there. And then how far could I teleport from there? About there. But I have no action after that. But I could teleport something there. Nope. I know what I'm doing.
You still got some sheets.
I will move here. And if I move here, or rather, would I be able to reestablish another attempt at loop space here?
Try.
Let's see.
I'm not ready for them to ignore your loop space.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Fucking
Why?
turn.
Why? Why did both of them get critical fucking successes?
At least in the loop space there is a cadaver, so
Yes, this thing
Yeah.
would basically be bouncing around in that space.
yep.
Oops. Damn it.
You just got a rat corpse falling through the floor.
Moving around and hitting the other rats. Calculate damage.
Oh.
Okay, so Valek's turn.
He is going to run behind the little girl and use her as cover.
Wait, what the fuck?
Okay, it's Scar's turn, and he's gonna do something else. Will DC should be higher than that. The will DC.
Rolls another one.
Oh no, actually the will DC is 10. So, roll will, Fia.
Just barely. Well done.
So you take 2 damage. Swarm takes 4. The first time the swarm took damage is from friendly fire. Congratulations.
Nice.
Look,
Next round.
if they hadn't rolled critical success both fucking times, they would have been splat long ago.
Look, if you didn't succeed that a will save, I would have controlled the entire kingdom.
No, both at critical. Fucking hell.
Okay, so it is Swarm's turn. AC, you stood in a very terrible place.
Yes, I did.
You're going to die, AC.
3 damage, and roll for fortitude.
AC of 11, so it just has to be equal to.
Not for swarms. Swarms hit everything that's sharing space with them.
You know, I would love to help, except my dragon can't do damage to it.
Roll for fortitude.
You need to create an extremist.
Constitute, fortitude.
It's
You
literally,
need to create an extreme dragon.
yeah, it's literally below your AC.
Okay, there you go.
That is an infinitely better roll.
Yes, that's how it feels, right? Okay, Conway, he had given me control, so let me look at his character sheet real quick to see if he has something useful. Because I'm not going to just do this cantrip bullshit. Okay, he is going to... Right, he waves his hands about, looking at a pocket tome that he has, and he enchants you with haste, Sunham.
Okay.
Wow, Conway living made him, what, 5 times more combat effective?
Okay, so you have
So that means I can.
you have a +1 to attack, and you have a 10 feet movement speed.
And +1 to dodge. To your
The
AC.
reflex. And dodge bonus AC. Yes.
Mhm.
So walk ahead and
Mm.
fire 2 rounds into that swarm. See you play.
Yeah. I cast Blunderbuss.
You can move into melee range of the swarm. It won't attack of opportunity you. And it will also cause you
Okay.
to kill AC.
I cast Blunderbuss.
Mutually self. Fuck, what was I trying to say?
I don't
You
know.
mean mutual
So,
self-destruction?
so I get a +1 to the attack roll.
Just roll.
Just roll.
Okay.
Wait, is the blunderbuss a physical projectile?
Okay. You
Oof.
might want to try your second roll.
Go ahead.
Oh, fuck,
Ooh.
finally.
So what is
And
he
I think it
firing?
is one bit.
Okay, 2 shots.
Yeah,
One he
it's-
aimed way too fucking high for whatever reason, and the other one he aims down to the floor and turns like a mass of those fucking rats into a gory mess. And they cannot maintain their state, and they flee in all directions.
And before finishing my turn, can I prepare to change weapon?
That'll have to be something done in your next round since you have no other actions.
Okay.
Okay, it is now Lucian's turn.
Move here to unbutton my suit. What action would that
What?
be?
A what?
He's going
I don't think
to.
it's time to go skinny dipping.
Okay, so you can unleash your snake as a standard action.
Alright.
I need an adult.
Turning back.
Yes, but
No.
Turning back and winking at Isobel. I open up my suit and unleash.
No!
Lucian and
Literal
Pedo
fucking
confirmed.
gagging. Literally.
Alright, and 5 feet movement from Ori, and then, in fact, I don't need to. Just attack. Yep.
So I can assume the rat's still in the loop.
yes.
Yes, the dead rat's still in the loop.
So do any of those hit, actually?
Yep, and with a screech, Scaris falls dead. well, he falls into dying, but and combat round is now over.
Yay!
Nice.
And William stops providing haste to Grosvenor and says that'll be 500 gold.
I will.
I move toward him and point the blunderbuss at his face.
I will give you a family discount.
I open fire,
The
ironically.
question is,
You're
No
going to get
question
your diplomacy with plus 20.
So while they're doing this,
uh,
I would like to move the corpse into the loop.
Are you sure you don't want to loot it first?
I mean, I assume they've already looted it.
No, I'm not
No.
touching that. I'm withdrawing my snake. I'm putting it back.
And when I say move, I teleported it into the loop. I did not touch this thing.
Yep.
No, let me loot it before you do anything.
my dragon
Come on.
loots it.
He can't.
No, actually, no, I
What roll
can't.
do you need
So,
for looting?
while others inspect the corpse, I want to see where the fuck they came into our basement.
Make a note now.
What do you need me to roll for looting?
So, my character has put everything it can in the loop. Except for the cloth.
I watch it and start climbing.
Even the cloth. What do
Did
we
anybody
get from
ever
this fight?
throw the switch on the wall?
Nope.
No? Shit.
Valak scratches his goatee and says, I wonder what this does, and flips the switch.
You see, my
I
character
currently
knows
moved-
the power of the words "I wonder" and teleports out of the room.
I
Okay,
I phase into the fucking wall.
Wait, I grab AC and teleport with him.
Okay, so what happens?
I don't think I can actually bring you with me.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
And by the way, Fia, if you're the character that was looting, I made it's called mysterious note. Let me fix that real quick.
It was me. I was the one looting.
Yeah.
I
I
still
was
have
trying
that
to
wrong one.
investigate the
Useless.
There we go.
Useless.
I've-
More gold.
Oh, yes, you can come with me, Endlord. You can come with me.
I will remain here. I
Okay,
wish to
so
inspect the pond.
All right, so Valak throws the switch. The bottom half of that pillar rises up, and you see a flash of light as some light sparks between the two copper tips, and then a bunch of sparks start flying as the water receives the electricity that is now flowing through and is shorted. A lot of the corpses of rats that fell in the water of the puddle are now fried.
What?
Is that it?
What check do I need to make to see what the creature did to this body of water?
It seems to be a completely filthy body of water, completely different from the water that's submerging that pillar.
Can I purify it?
Do you have to touch it?
No, without touching it.
It will
Can
take
I
flavor
it. It's same. It's.
Can I use dehydrate on it to basically suck all the water into
yes.
thin air,
Yes, you can.
Alright. Then I guess I will simply.
as long as it's not.
It will take some time though. because it's
Since I teleported
Well,
out of the
we
room,
have time.
well,
there is no loop.
as
They went splat.
okay. I was not considering this combat to take so long. We are at a 3-hour, 15-minute session. I
Yep.
would have what would do next would take probably another 15, 30 minutes. But for now, let's say your characters went back into the tower and got rest, and let's call this a session.
All right, that's good.
Yeah. Experience. What experience do we get?
Oh yes, at the start of next session, you'll be level 2. Congrats.
Yay!
Sorry,
No,
Conga rats.
Okay.
I already feel the political messages are about to stop beginning. I just feel it.
what? With Verdant? No way. You're lying.
All right.
Yes,
Thank
of
you,
course I am.
everyone, for joining us on the YouTube Unlisted, and have a nice day.
Okay.